Hello, welcome back to your Bet. I'm Martin.
I'm Matt.
I'm Tom.
And welcome back to our next game, our Battle of Bugle knockout series. So this is game one of our quarter-finals? Semi-finals.
Yeah.
There you go. So these two gentlemen have both beat two opponents each now. So one more game and into the final.
Ooh.
All battle out for the famous trophy. So let's get straight on into it and refresh ourselves with the army list. So Matt, take us away.
I'll kick off. I am Combined Arms Guard and just got a pretty standard thing. So I've got 2 Dawns, 2 Russes, one's a Battle Tank, one's an Exterminator, 2 Chimeras in there, 1 Taurox, they'll probably each have Caskin. I've got the big brick of 20 Cadians, plus a Command Squad, plus a Castellan and an Ogren Bodyguard. It's 280-ish points of just pure jank. Unit of 10 Kalachan, unit of 10 Cadians, 3 Ogren, a Calidus Assassin, so uppy downy, just watch that. Tech Priest, and 20 Cassikin, and I think I've got everything. So just standard Combined Arms, which I'm going to need the lethal hits into the horror show that Tom's got. So we'll see if I can be the first to kill
it.
the Taunar.
Any enhancements?
No enhancements in this one. No.
Nice. If you want the whole 45-minute rundown of the Guard Codex, go back and watch Guard vs. Faithful. Game 1.
I've learned my lesson, I'm not doing it again. Right.
Tom, talk us through Tau.
I've got 3 characters. I've got an Ethereal and a Hover Drone on his own. He's got 2 Shield Drones, giving him 2 extra wins. A Fireblade, he'll be attached to some breaches in a Devilfish. A Farsight Marksman with the enhancement Strike Swiftly, so I can give 2 things, the Scout ability within 6 of him.
Yep.
Unit of Pathfinders, a unit of Kroot that don't infiltrate. Unit of Vespid. The Pathfinders have the recon drones, they infiltrate and scout. Unit of Legend Tetras, so when they guide, they give me all rerolls to hit.
Full rerolls.
Full rerolls to hit.
Okay.
A Piranha for the 9-inch scout, just a cheap scoring piece.
Yep.
A Ghost Kill, Cyclic Ironraker, Fusion Blaster, and 2 Shield Drones, so he's learning up 12. Be a pain in the ass.
Yep.
2 Rail Rifle broadsides with Seeker Missiles and SMS.
Yep.
Devilfish, unit of Uppy Downy Vespid, 2 units of Stealth Suits with a Fusion Blaster, Marker Drone, Shield Drone, the other 2 are Burst Cannons, and the good old famous Taunar that everyone seems to really love.
And we should say this is a unit of 3 Stealth Suits still, isn't it? Because
this
is pre the new.
This is pre the
date
new
sheet.
Taunar.
Yeah.
Any enhancements?
Yeah, just the one on the Farsight Marksman with the Strike Swiftly and that. So 2 things scout.
Cool. And one in Monka, yeah?
Monka detachment.
Can you scout them? Taunar?
I can if I want to.
Disgusting.
And
Right.
I can give anything scout
Okay.
within 6.
Awesome.
Cool. That's the army list, so let's take a look at the mission. Okay, so the mission for this round is Hidden Surprise. So Hidden Surprise is control 1 objective marker outside your deployment zone for 5 points. Control 2 objective markers outside your deployment zone for additional 5 points. And if you control more objective markers than your opponent, which could include your home, then it's an additional 5 points. So 5, 10 and 15 points available. And the deployment for this mission is Search and Destroy. Okay, so deployment is all done. So Matt, let's talk through your guard deployment.
Yep, so first of all, there is a Rogue Adorning Strap Reserves, just to avoid any unfortunate angles. Even us battle tanks here. The Chimera with some Castellan is here, so we can scout. There's 3 Ogren hidden in the ruin just there, so the idea of what I might do is scout it, disembark the Castellan and put the Ogren back in it.
Yep.
The Calidus, I got first drop, so she's gone there. Just that was mostly to stop Tom jailing me out of that corner. Taurox here, Caskin in it. Might have been slightly scout blocks, but I've left room for it to scout back behind this wall. Tech Priest here, Militarum Exterminator here. 10 Cadians will sticky the home. Tom does have it direct, but the sticky will be important for that. The main Dawn on the field is here. The big 20 Cadian brick with Command Squad, etc. is there. And then we've got a Chimera with 10 Caskin in there, which can scout by pivoting into this gap or going forward. So
Cool. So just the 1 Dawn in reserve, yeah?
just the 1 in reserve.
Cool. Thomas.
Just winged it really. Stuff on the board. Vespid hiding here.
Yep.
Devilfish ready to either scout up or scout behind the ruin. Ghost Kill is outside of tank range, but not infantry range. Stealth Suit's hiding behind the wall. Tetra is ready to run up the flank, do some guiding. Prana again can either scout, because he's got fly, 9-inch scout back here, or he can go do some blocking. Pathfinder's in the middle, blocking his scout, and then I can scout behind the wall if not, or I can scout, move next turn 1 and wrap that building. Group here, just gonna sticky this in my command phase, and then just form a wall around the tower as usual. And then reserve, I've got 2 broadsides, breaches in the devilfish, and my ethereal hover drone.
The single hero.
The hero drone.
Cool. Right, who wants to go first turn on this mission?
I'd actually prefer to go second, I think.
Second for scoring.
Second for scoring, and also so you have to make a decision about your scout moves. I think is also useful. That would be my preference.
Cool, so handshake first.
Oh, best of luck, mate.
And you, bud?
Don't hurt me too bad.
Here we go.
It's a 4 for me. I'm going
First
first.
turn for the guard.
I did not want that.
So we'll do some scout movements and come back. So scout movements all done. So
Yeah. I've actually put the Taurox back because it was blocked at the time, but also I don't need to send it. This is scouted forward, as we said, and that one's scouted forward a little bit if I've just got the option of going in that way or towards Tom's home ruin.
Yeah. Tom?
The crew moved out the way first.
Yeah.
Pathfinder's then done an inch around the wall. The Farsight Marksman gave the Taunar and the Devilfish Scout. I moved the Taunar out the way a bit so the Piranha can scout back and the Devilfish scout back.
Cool. Happy days. So we'll come out guard, turn 1 next. Okay, guard, turn 1.
Nothing start that round. No, we'll go.
Cool. So after 1 CP each.
Yep.
Let's draw some guards.
Yep. First one is Sabotage. Next one is Overwhelming Force, which I don't think you're on any objectives.
Only my head.
Only your home. Yeah, that's a bit rough. I'll take Sabotage. It's not the worst one in the world.
Cool. Keeping overwhelming or?
At this stage of the game, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I can draw into Assassination or something that's just also not happening.
So that becomes sticky.
Yeah, my home gets sticky.
Do you know your orders or do you need a moment?
Probably need a minute.
Yeah.
Because there's been a lot of different movements.
Okay, orders done for the guard.
Yeah. So the big infantry broken in the middle, just given take cover. Same for the 10 man on the objective. I've given the 4-up invuln from the Tetris to the 6 Exterminator, which also has take aim just in case. Moving the Taurox, moving that Chimera. Everything else is either without orders or just doesn't. It's not consequential. So I'll see what happens because it's a bit of a lackluster turn for cards.
Cool. The NTU movement to the guard.
Yep. Script the wrong.
Okay, movement done for the guard.
Yeah, pretty conservative. This one was fun. We've measured, so they're all exactly in that corner, wholly within, which means they can sabotage.
Are you sure this is legal?
I don't know. It's fun though, isn't it?
Chang got out of the Chimera first, touching the objective behind the wall, and then we just moved the Chimera up with the Ogre embarked inside it. The Seaman Russ has gone here, cutting this angle off. These have pretty much stayed still, and then we've moved the Chimera up to there, disembarked the Caskin so that the Plasmas, Melters, and the Sniper Rifle can steal those stealth suits, and everyone else is within 12 of the what's it called? Ghost Kill for random pop shots. So Chimera is also within 12, so you can shoot it.
Cool.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, in shooting face.
Yeah.
Shooting face done. What happened?
Not a lot. Caskin just killed the stealth team.
Gotcha, bitch!
Because of stealth, literally, pain in the ass. Put some pot shots into the kill. I think I did between the Chimera and the Caskins, las guns and a sniper did 1 damage. One good stuff. And that was my shooting phase. Yeah.
Cool. Any charges?
No, so we were just saying this. I intentionally didn't go on the objective in case I would say Overwhelming Force or Storm or something like that. Just didn't want to give it to him. And if I charge, it's an 11-inch with the Chimera, and I could just give all that back for no gain. So there's no point.
Cool. So end of your time, what are we scoring?
It's in progress, but sabotage is ongoing with the big brick.
Yeah.
And then I'm actually just going to discard Overwhelming, I think. You are incentivized to move on to some objectives, but I will discard it. I prefer the CP.
Cool. Anything with Tau end of turn? Uppy, downy?
Yeah, best bit of mirror in the sky.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay, come back with Tau. Turn 1 next.
I'll be on 3 CP.
Okay, Tau, turn 1. It's up to 2 CP and 3 CP.
Potentially 3 if my Furial's paying attention. He is.
Here we go.
3 CP each. Okay, draw some cards.
behind. We're going to redraw.
Yeah.
Sabotage.
Bring it down. Ah, that's unfortunate.
Oh, Chimera's going to die.
Yeah.
It might survive, the Towner. You never know.
Yeah, give him some credit.
I do.
Cool. Anything else in your command phase to do? No. Your home objectives become sticky,
Oh, yeah.
recruits, and we'll come back with Tau movement.
Yes.
Preempt.
Okay, moving on to the Tau. Talk us through it.
Yeah, the Pathfinders have just scooped around a bit to get a bit more of a screen in this building. Farsight marksmen have come stood in this building. Crew have screened out a little bit more. Tetras have zoomed up. Devilfish has also zoomed up. Piranha zoomed up on that objective. Ghostkill has moved away so we could only get basically one melter and some hotshot blast guns if you want to Overwatch.
Yeah.
Townar scoots back a bit to delete that. The Vespid just went right back where they started.
Okay. Any rapid interest?
Tell one.
Assassin?
She's still.
Oh yeah, you went first, yeah. Ignore me. Yeah, ignore me.
Shut up, bitch!
I'll cheat if you want me to.
No. Cool. So we'll come back with Tau shooting. Okay, Tau shooting done.
Yep.
Delete.
Yeah.
Basic.
The Taunar's burst cannons, shoulder man cannons killed the Kazakin. The 2 arm guns killed the Chimera. And his indirect killed 4.
Yeah, with the countdown on the point.
On the point.
Yeah. There's a lot of 4-up saves that I did not make.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Is that everything?
Yep, and then, stealth suits in here are going to be sabotaging.
Yep.
And then I've got 4 points for the Chimera. I'll
Yeah.
bring it down.
Cool. Your sabotage completes.
Yep, it will. That's 3 points for me.
Yep. And Catalyst going up or?
I think you're not charging, are you? So,
No.
yeah, Catalyst will go up. Worst case, you just go exactly where it was.
Cool. So we'll come back with guard. Turn 2 next.
Yep.
Okay, in the guard turn 2, something we missed. Migo.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to say we did reinforce the Cascan that died, so I'll be on 2 CP going into my new
Cool.
turn. And then cards.
Yep.
Call the board. I'm just going to get rid of that straight away. Right, more actions, recover assets, engage on all fronts.
Okay.
Bit meh, but that's fine.
Cool. Are we still holding that objective up there?
Yeah, I'm still holding that, so there'll be
Yeah.
5. And the job is to try and kill Timothy Old.
Okay. No battle shocks to do, anything like
No
that?
battle shocks, they're above half still.
Cool. So we'll do some orders, right?
Yeah.
Okay, orders all done.
Yep. So take aim on the Russ. We've got take aim on this guy, not that one, that's old. We've got the 4-up pinball on the Dawn as well. Move on the Taurox. And then there's take aim on the Casachan. What I might do is use the CP to flip take aim onto the Chimera later. And the big blob in the middle is just going to be first rank fire. So that is all of it for orders for the moment.
Okay, in tune face.
Yep.
Okay, movement done for the guard.
Yeah, pretty conservative. I've just moved out all these plasmas so they can see the Piranha.
Yep.
The Dawn and the Exterminator can see the Devilfish.
Yes.
I was umming and ahhing over this, but I did just advance it in the end, and we've tucked it into here so it cuts the line of sight from there. I just think I'm going to need it in the midboard later. Taurox has literally just shoved itself into this corner and gone nowhere for a minute. And I'm leaving the Cascan and the Taurox off the board. And I've nudged, this is nudged up to get line on the Piranha as a bit of backup. And I've dropped the Calidus onto the objective now, so she's blown up just because the indirect is killing my stuff holding that objective otherwise. So yeah, that is it.
Was it not Cat-chan on that objective? Oh, it's Cat-chan,
yeah, it's
not...
not Cadian.
Yeah, okay.
So it's not sticky.
Cool. No rapid interest and guard.
Nope.
Guard. Tau. Get a word smaller. So we'll come back end of guard shooting phase.
Yeah.
Okay, shooting phase all done for the guard.
Yep. So it took some effort, but we did kill the Piranha between the Guardsman and pot shots from the Chimera.
Nice.
And then we fired the Exterminator first, and then the Dawn, and I also popped the Strat for +1 EP into it.
Yep.
I did get the CP back on the Voxcaster. Tom popped the 2 CP -1 damage, but between the 2 tanks we did pop the Devilfish still. To the wound, pretty much.
By 2 wounds.
Yeah, and they've all got out and I can't shoot them anymore, so that's done. But
Yep.
I'm recovering with Calidus and the Tech Priest,
Yep.
doesn't matter much, and I'll get a 1 point engage, so again, pretty slow turn.
Yeah, and then my sabotage goes off.
Yep.
Yep.
Vesprid going up in the air or?
Sure are.
Yep. Cool. So we'll come back with Tau. Turn 2 next.
Yep.
Okay, Tau, turn 2. So I'll do 2 CP each.
Yeah, well, potentially up to 3.
Oh. Ah, poor man.
Nothing else to do. So just cards. Display. Sweet.
Yeah, you good.
No prisoners.
Cool. No prisoners and display of might. Anything else you do? Or was it?
That is it.
Cool.
Oh, did we catch the? I used 1 CP to give reroll all hits into the Robo Dawn.
There we go.
That's it. Yeah, the one that does have a 4-pin bond, but we'll see.
Fish
See
for
if it
lethals,
matters.
baby.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then primary holding 1 objective in no man's land.
Yeah.
Yep.
So into movement we go.
Yep.
Okay, town movement's done. Talk us through it.
Yeah. Pathfinders have advanced out of this building to try and wrap his a little bit, so he can't just freely move on to the 2 centre objectives.
Yeah.
Ghost Kills moves around the flank to get some shots onto his tanks. The Townar's gone for a I'm the biggest gun on the table movement. Try and do as much damage as possible because I'm not going to win.
Looks like he's fucking busty as well.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
might
exactly.
be there as an insurance policy.
Ribena.
Busty and he's got a little cushion.
More of a Summer Fruits fan, but because I'm not going to win the trade game.
Wine goes better with fish.
Tetras have moved around to get a reroll all hits guide. Broadsides have come on from reserve.
Yeah.
Increase firepower. The crew have just moved up. Stealth suits have moved up for depending on what I get next turn. Card wise, the Farsight Marksman has moved behind this building to push out some screens.
Yep.
And the rest of it have again come back down where they started.
Cool. Is the Towler on that objective from field off?
He's not on the objective, but
Okay.
he's towing the wall so we
can't-
can see through it.
Yeah.
So towing this wall. So.
His base physically can't fit.
You
through
can't actually fit, yeah.
Oh dear.
I'm in danger.
Cool. Any rapid
No,
inverse?
we considered it, but basically all the spots that the most likely one was here to drive and just do the home, but it's hidden supplies, so flipping the home just doesn't matter that much, and the Dawn would just get shot unnecessarily, so no, I'll
Okay.
just drop it on my turn.
Cool. So into Towel shooting.
Yep.
See how badly this goes.
Things are dead.
Yep.
Yep.
What happened?
Broadsides started firing into the Dawn and got it down
Did
to
10 damage, I think.
10 damage on it.
Yeah.
Ghost Kill then fired, got a few more wounds, I think.
Got it down to 2, yeah.
Down to 2, yeah. And then the Towner risked it for a biscuit. Biscuit?
The fit.
Put one of his 3 anti-infantry guns into the Dawn and just rolled 3 lethals, and then he just
Yeah,
failed.
bunch of 5s to wound, I think, and I just failed 4 out of
Yeah, so I
6
only
saves.
failed 1, so which worked out pretty well for me. And then every other single one of his guns killed the 25.
One tapped
Oh
it.
dear.
Absolutely one
I
tapped
didn't
it.
see that.
With go to ground, just one tapped it.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
And I had to use +1 AP on him to
Yeah.
counteract his strat, basically.
Yeah. But just to explain for anyone that's curious, because he's touching this 1mm ruin in the corner,
Yep.
that's how he's getting line on basically my entire
Yeah.
deployment here.
Because
Which is what I failed to account for.
towering Titanic.
Yeah, towering Titanic, so basically you're able to shoot from the guns, even though you normally wouldn't be able to see.
With the new layout though, that square, I wouldn't have been
Would
able
have
to see any of that
exactly, like this whole line would not be there.
exist.
But equally I wouldn't have been able to shoot the primer, so all the done.
Swings around that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why am I doing this? Why am I here?
What are we scoring?
Sorry, yes. I got Display of Might and I got Max on
Max.
Nobris.
Cool.
Yeah.
Any uppy downy from you?
No, I'll lift the colours actually because you've not hit these guys, so
Sure.
we'll go into reserves.
Okay, into God. Turn 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
With what's left of my arm.
Okay, command phase. Turn 3 for the guard.
Guard
Yes.
command phase.
I'm not.
There we go.
I'm not with it.
That's the one. Right. Cards are marked for death. And Eridinal. I continue to have slightly lackluster cards. And I've just said I don't have any orders to give because all of my orders are dead. So. Quick command phase.
We're up to 1
For
CP
once.
each.
Yeah.
We're holding 1 objective in no man's land.
Yeah.
Mark for deaths, Tom.
So.
It'll be the breaches in that building.
Yeah.
This Lone Up Farsight Marksman and these Westbid.
Yeah. My 2VP one. Pathfinders in the middle.
Cool. You know what you're doing? Come on. No orders.
There's
Yeah.
nothing to do. Yeah, straight to the movement phase. This is nice.
Okay. Move done for God.
Yeah.
Not good, as he said.
Yeah, so I've moved the Chimera and disembarked the Ogre, and they can all see and rattle some shots off on them. I've moved the Taurox up. He can still shoot, but it's also just a force Tom to actually split some fire this way, and it's a bit more redundancy if I need it. Kaskin got out of it before it moved, and they're here, just also ready to shoot the Ghost Kill and all the broadsides, depending on what happens. Both thrusters have gone up, so they're all within the loan up of the keel, but also can see the broadsides and the tetras.
Yeah.
Not really the Taunar.
There's character there as well.
Oh, yeah, there's an ethereal.
He's no hover fucking drone.
Yeah, it's a little ethereal. And then the Dawn dropped in from Zers in the only spot it really could have any use. I should say the Canada's just gone exactly back where she was. What an adventure time she's had. But yeah, so the plan basically is not to touch the town, unfortunately, because I couldn't get any of the melters in range. So it's going to be killing other things instead. And seeing what happens.
Help me! Help me!
Okay. Nothing from Tower Rapid Interest. Nope. So into shooting for the guard.
Yes.
Okay, shooting for the guard is done.
Yeah. Took way too much effort.
Get happy, Matt.
It took.
And maybe tomorrow.
A grenade, a full Kaskin activation, and a full tank to kill the Ghost Kill, which was not a good start. And then we did eventually kill the two broadsides as well. They also just refused to die. But I killed one Tetra. I was hoping the Oppressor Cannon and the Auto Cannon would get them. It just did not, unfortunately. The Ogre and the Chimera did spike like crazy and kill the Pathfinders, so that does secure area and the baby marked. That is it, I think.
Nice.
So,
Did it shoot his character?
no. The Tetra was the more valuable on the 4 hit rerolls, but I just didn't quite get enough.
I will just kill his character out of spite.
That's fine, yeah. Well, I'll save it for the inevitable assassination draw next day. It's fine. Yeah, so that's my trade, and I can't charge anything, so...
Okay, cool. So it's going that.
Yeah,
Vespid up in the air.
Vespid in the air.
Yep.
Cool. So into Tau, turn 3.
Yep.
Okay, Tau, turn 3. So up to 2 CP and 1 CP.
Yeah, potentially 2.
Hey.
See, should be dead.
Well, yeah.
He spends 2 CP in me or something.
Yeah, I know, I'm going to hit myself. Yeah.
minus one damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, strength cards.
Yep.
Assassination.
There it is.
Behind enemy lines.
Yikes. Well, the Dawn is a character, as is the Tech Priest here.
Yeah, he's low up.
He's also
low
there,
up,
right? Yeah.
Cool.
But basically, Town are the Dawn,
Yes, correct.
which I suspect was the plan regardless.
Correct.
Yes.
Doesn't catch the red-handed. You're too Tom and Fuzzy.
Okay, so into movement of Tau.
Yep.
Yeah, hold 1 objective, no man's land. So 5 on primary.
Yep.
Away we go.
Yep.
Okay, movement for the Tau is done. Talk us through it.
Taunar just moved around this building onto this objective, still to see the Rogal Dawn. Tetra stayed still, we don't want to get overwatched. Vespid yet again just screamed out, not that well. Farsight Marksman stayed there to screen out. Stealth Suits moved out to take his objective off him.
Yep.
Do some shooting. Croup just moved up into the building basically.
Yeah. And then I did a rapid ingress of the Kaskin that was still in reserves.
Yep.
So, as someone was saying, there's some pot shots that can hit, and the main thing is we want to make sure is you have to indirect the town R. There's no line of sight, direct line of sight to them.
Yeah.
So they're in. I'm on 1 CP.
Cool. Into shooting phase for Tau.
Yep.
Okay, shooting done.
Yeah. Ouch. Yeah. So small arms fire and a melter gun from the stealth suits killed the Ogrin. Some burst cannons killed 4 guys.
I think it killed 6 of them, and the indirect killed the other 4 from the town R.
Okay.
Oh dear.
3, sorry.
And then some
Fell over.
couple died from Vespid into them as well.
That was it, yeah.
And then the town R one-shotted the
Dawn.
Rogal Dawn just with his top gun.
Didn't even need the big arms.
Somehow.
I just failed 6 4-up saves, 3 damage each. Just one tapped it. Yeah.
That wasn't
Oh dear.
expected. Yeah. Yeah. That was.
He's trying so hard not to be smug there.
I'm not. I actually really didn't expect to kill that much that turn.
Yeah, that was a bit. I think the casting we thought would be broadly fine. I thought I'd lose like 5. And that
Yeah.
was okay. Because
Rolling hot with the indirect.
Yeah.
Rolling hot with the burst
Stealth
cannon.
suits just went to fucking town.
Yeah.
And people wonder why people don't like towers. Because people like you.
Unless you're a combat army, then I hate you.
Because you know, deep down, you deserve to be punished.
I have 0 combat.
Touche. It's a gun off in the tower.
You have more combat than I do because you got crew.
That's actually true. That's fair.
Okay.
I do actually have a charge.
You do have a charge.
Okay.
A funny one.
Yeah, a very funny one. So, town I was actually going to try and charge here.
Yeah.
I think it's like a 10.
What you need? I think you need a 10. Yeah. Watch you do it, just to hurt me even more.
Nope. The stealth suits are going to charge here.
Yeah, tag it.
You got guys there.
Yeah.
So 9 inch, you can get them past the wall anyway.
Yeah, I can get
So
there's no heroic.
we're going to go this way. Just it's a bit harder for him to come and charge and tank shock. And something like that. But stay on the objective.
Cool. There'll be some stats there. And then what will we score?
I'll get assassination because I killed the Rebel Dawn, and then I'm going to discard behind enemy lines for CP.
Okay. Is Assassin coming up or staying down?
I think at this point she has to come up.
Okay.
I'm going to need her elsewhere.
Okay. So into guard, turn 4 next.
Yep. That was better.
Okay, guard, turn 4.
Yes, we'll make it. Defense stronghold, that's not bad. And Storm Hostile, which is. We'll do it all in the middle.
Yep.
I've got two AC, 2 or 3. Yeah, we've got no orders to do, so.
Battle shocks.
Yeah, which. Even worse if they fail, but they're okay. Yeah.
Decent.
Everyone else, I think, is fine. Involved's going to go on the Baltic this time.
Okay.
Is that?
Hopefully it helps this time.
Wouldn't matter anyway. It was straight 4-ups on the door. It just did not make 4-ups.
Yeah.
Okay, we're holding 1 objective for outside, so 5 and 5-way.
Yeah.
Into movement.
Yep.
Okay, movement done for the guard.
Yeah, so that Cassigan I've just put in here. As I said, the most useful thing he can do now is live for later. I've moved the Chimera onto the point and fell the Taurox back. That's already the Storm style done. All 10 Cassigan have moved to that objective, and we've done it so I have exactly 10 OC on there. The town has exactly 10 OC, so I don't control it, but it's contested, which is important because this gets full hit rerolls still. And also, they've been positioned so that 10-inch back of the base means Tom can't move the town this way. He can't clear it. So
Or just move and touch that and then see the tank.
you can do it anyway. Yeah, and Tech Cruisers come up, and Calidus has dropped in here to vector the town and have a grand old time. Yeah, that is it.
Okay, let's see if we can kill it.
Yeah. Fell to mine.
Okay, mid-shooting phase. So currently the tower is down to
10 with that roll.
no, but what's he on now? 14?
14.
He is on 14.
So he's on 14.
Yeah.
Tom did have to CP reroll a save as well.
Yeah.
Because he was down to 10.
Yes.
Yes.
11.
No, 11.
11, yeah. So he's got 2 CP because the vector had to reroll 1.
Yeah.
Currently on 14. And then what's happened here? Talk us through how
So, good stuff. So, Limerus Battle Tank, 4 rerolls to hit.
Yep.
Managed to get 3 multi-melters through.
Yes.
Tom failed all 3 saves. So, just 3d6 damage. This is the 3d6 damage.
I've got 1 CP because you got it back.
Yeah, I'm down the rabbit hole, so I'll just do it.
Yeah.
Give me a 6. Come on. 4 damage. 4 damage and a broken man.
Yeah.
It was there.
Okay.
It was there for the killing.
It's over. We are screwed.
Oh, last cannon. Hits. Doesn't move, does it? T13. Yeah. Oh, battle cannon. 7 shots. 4. 7. 7. Let's go with the AP3.
They're AP4.
Let's reroll those.
You want to see the town on that?
Yeah, we'll see if it happens.
Right, winning on 5s. 4, AP3 goes AP2.
Is it normally AP1?
Yeah.
So AP2?
Exterminate a stack and then
Oh,
kill
yeah.
the 5 stack. Oh, no. 6 damage.
4 left.
4 wounds left on the tower.
Stubber. And rerolling. And 6s. Just 1, 3 up because it's AP2.
So what's he on? 4 wounds?
Yeah.
4 wounds.
This
And
can
what-
still shoot.
Has Caskin all shot?
Not yet.
Oh. Okay, we'll come back in the shooting phase.
Yeah.
See if he's going to be the first man to kill it.
That is one of the most.
A few moments later.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
What happened, Matt?
I still only counts as one.
They're taking down the town.
I've just aged about 40 years since this happened, I think. So, what did it take? It took Melt Mine from the Caskin and a grenade.
Yeah.
Between them, they did 5 mortals, which is a bit below average. That was not a great start. We then had the Exterminator shoot, and Tom hilariously saving on 2s against the autocannon failed 3 out of 4.
3,
Yeah.
CP reroll. Well,
Yeah.
2 CP reroll because you're vet.
Yeah. So instead of taking 9 damage, took 6 from that.
Yeah.
And I think he took some damage from the las cannon. It was 7. I think it was 7 damage las cannon.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And then it took the Lehman Russ. We had
A dramatic
Yeah,
roll up there.
Yeah.
the battle tank almost killed it itself. It got 3 of the melters through. I CP rerolled a 1 damage into a 1 damage for a combined on 3d6, 4 damage.
Yeah.
Battle cannon. I then went through and got you down to 4 wounds, I think.
Yeah.
And it took the Cassican.
Missed both of the melter
Missed
guns.
both melter guns. It was the plasma guns that went through, wounding on 5s, actually got exactly 4 damage through, and finally killed it. And it did not blow up.
I think if you didn't pop the +1 AP strat as well, I think I would have saved both of them.
Yes. So the +1 AP strat was on the battle tank and the Cassican because I had to target 2 units. So the melter guns were AP4. So yeah, they went through. That's what the plasma guns were AP4. And yeah, and we shot a stealth suit with the Chimera, killed 1. And we're about to go into the
Charge phase.
Yeah. So one thing we'll do, I'll try and charge a 9 for the Calidus onto the stealth suits.
Yeah.
That's more useful. Nope. And then I need a 4 on the Cassican, which I really don't want to fail here. On a 6.
Yep.
So they're going into the ethereal.
Cool. Do that and come back.
Pretty close.
Okay.
I've
Fight phase. These guys didn't kill
They did
the
nothing
fish,
to the
but the
ethereal.
fish killed a couple Caskin back.
It's a classic.
Killed
Yeah.
2 back for some reason.
So what are we scoring? End of guard.
End of the fight phase, I'll be picking up the Vestment.
Yeah, I will be scoring a Storm Hostile for 4, and Defend Stronghold is ongoing. So, in theory, 7 points, currently 4.
Yeah, you definitely got it.
Yeah. Cool. Into Tau, turn 4.
Yes.
Your saves, mine, and then my damage.
Okay. Tau, turn 4.
Yep.
Up to
Up to
1
1
CP.
CP.
Yeah.
Up to 2 CP.
He's not dead.
Told you, you should
I-
have shot him earlier.
Cards.
Guts.
Area denial. Yeah.
Yeah.
Engage on all fronts. Yeah.
Also here. Your turn for bad cards.
Yeah. Yeah. So I have to kill this, not that.
I think you're okay on Battle Shocks, am I not?
Yeah.
Yeah, kill the Taurox.
I don't think the Calidus is within 6.
No, not now.
I need to kill a Taurox.
It's not possible, although you...
It is very
So,
impossible.
suddenly it's become a very close game.
It is.
Yeah, true.
See, told you, don't tilt.
Imagine what happens when you kill 700 points.
Don't even think I can get small. Engage on all fronts.
You can get...
I could get for 4.
Yeah, if you really went for it.
Because they can just go there.
Yeah.
Best bit if you come here.
What's in that corner then?
Sweet fuck all.
There's a fire.
There's a
guy.
fire. There's a fire mark. Fast
Put it back, yeah.
Right. Yeah, we'll keep them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. No battle shocks.
Uh,
So, into movement phase for Tau.
The next day.
Okay. Try it a roll longer.
Yeah, that was a brain fart.
Tom's actually had to think now. Normally by turn 4 or 5 his opponents all tabled.
Sometimes.
So,
Oh, you don't want to go through it.
yeah.
The elaborate thinking.
Yeah.
The breaches advance 6 to be able to get some shots onto the Taurox, and then shots onto the Kazakin as well.
Yep.
The Ethereal fell back at the end, straight to the middle, in case that somehow do kill the Taurox.
And that's your areas now. Play.
Potentially. Stealth suits moved over here to get in this engagement quarter.
Yep.
And also remains to shoot the Taurox.
Yep.
The crew are in a position where they can't get charged by the assassin, these,
Or the
or
one dude.
the one dude.
Unless the assassin just drops 9 inches away.
That bombs it.
Yeah, that is also an option. The Farsight Marksman moved out to get some Markerite stuff.
Yep.
And
The Tetra, I guess.
and the Tetra moved. Hopefully, he and Matt overwatched.
Yeah. They got 2 lethals through in the melter and it just did 11 damage and killed it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Because you wanted the texture to come here.
The Tetra's going to come to try and get a gate to get reroll hits against this Taurox, and then charge those 2
Yeah.
tanks.
It would have been quite bad for me. Potentially I'd have lost 2 activations. So I needed it dead.
Well, you still would have shot.
Yeah, but I need the movement really.
Yeah.
Bear in mind we're going into turn 5 when this ends.
Okay, so into tower shooting.
Yeah.
Close stuff.
Very close.
It is indeed. Tetra.
Okay, shooting done.
Yep.
What happened?
So the start with the stealth suits.
Yep.
I think
Yes.
they fired into the Taurox.
7 damage on the melter.
7 damage on the melter.
Okay, now.
Yeah.
Then the Vespid fired.
Yep.
Didn't do anything to the Taurox.
Yep.
I think it might have failed 1.
I think it fell
Potentially.
1. Yeah.
Whiffed into that guardsman.
Yeah.
And then the breaches split fired.
Yep.
3 guys and the Fireblade managed to kill the Taurox to the wound.
To the exact wound, yeah, and I couldn't re-roll it.
No,
Whoa.
and then the rest of the breaches picked up the Kazakin. That was that was all the shooting really.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm just debating whether or not it's worth charging here, which I think it probably is.
With who?
It's stealth suit.
So the stealth suits. I'm going to try and.
Because they got full action charge, yeah?
They went in combat,
They went in combat.
Oh,
so they will try and basically what's the word?
Contest it.
Contest this one to stop Mac.
Which will basically mean
Stop
you
top
get
it.
wins. Yeah. Yeah. So just don't.
Yeah. So killing the Taurox gave me area denial,
Yeah.
and I'm happy dropping 2 points for area denial.
Yeah.
you engage.
Sorry, engage on all fronts.
Yep.
So see what I roll.
You're definitely in.
Definitely in.
No base.
Yeah.
Can't do any work or something like that. So you're all good.
I mean, there is a wild talks kills.
Well, I
Oh,
can kill
yeah,
one.
well, yeah.
Kill one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think the Vespid might try and charge it.
On the 9.
Maybe. Or what's it actually going to do?
Kill the guy, I lose another activation. If I get cleanse or something, you can't do it.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, yikes. You're in.
Really, do it?
Yeah.
Does that then steal that objective?
No, he's got
Like
guys.
10% on it, yeah.
Okay, first.
So pretty close. Yeah, there's still some there.
Cool. So we'll do fight phase, come back. Okay, end of fight phase. What happened here?
Vespid whiffed into that guy.
He's still alive.
want to die.
How did you get here?
This cascade is still
Oh,
there.
I tanked the 9-inch judge
And then use the pile in.
and then used the pile in. So one guy blocked the rest of my movement
Yeah.
onto him. The rest moved.
Yeah, and the Chimera became the closest eligible.
Piled onto the objective.
What are we scoring?
We are scoring 5 for area denial,
Yep.
but down to a 2 for engage.
Okay,
7 points.
cool. Any uppy downy for you? For Callus?
No, she has to stay where she is, I think.
Okay. So into God, last turn.
Because you did 9 inch screen home, didn't you? Yeah.
Oh no, I did 9-inch screen my own.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, you can't drop on it.
No, yeah, that's fine.
Can you not? Looks pretty.
9 inches away.
Covers the objective. Yeah, if you're happy.
Yeah.
He's on the shore.
No, I
Hey,
am.
you dodge.
Yeah, I think you're okay.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
I think
It's like
on the
millimeters.
Militarum. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
What a nice opponent.
Right.
Okay, time to fight for the god.
Yep, I will draw Assassination. Bring it down, which I don't think I can do anymore.
No.
That's so sad.
I did say you won't watch the Tetra and you got
Extend battle lines though. So
Okay, so that's
could get a 9.
good cards.
Good card. Well, all I've got left is good cards.
Well, Imperial's dead.
Ethereal's good, brother.
Cool. So we hold one objective.
Hold 1 for 5.
Yep.
And it becomes a game of denying Tom's points. That's the only way I think I can even slightly eke a win here.
Basically needs tabled health.
Yeah. Or kill lots of
Or kill lots, yeah.
You can't even score 5 points.
I mean, I can't.
Or you win. Basically, I think. Because if I get 9 points, if I get 5, okay,
No.
I think you can get 5, but
Yeah, 'cause
no secondary. Yeah.
Any
Yeah.
battle shots for you?
No, I'm all good.
Okay.
Everybody's healthy.
Into move face.
Yeah.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay, lots of thinking. Guards
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. So the easy ones. The Tech Priest has moved 6. He's about a 6-inch charge from these guys. These are a 5-inch charge from the Stealth Suits. That is very, very important because I need them to get on that point and flip it regardless. These Kalachana moved out. They can also slingshot via the Vespid. Chimera's staying in combat, so we can shoot a little bit. Calidus has moved within an inch of the Ethereal, outside of any meaningful overwatch from the breaches, but within 12 to flamer it. Battle Tank's also got 9 on them. The big sad point was we needed a 3 or a 4 on that Exterminator on the advance to park it on that objective. I rolled a 2, CP rolled it into a 1. So just didn't reach, because that would have been my way of stopping a 5 there. Now the only way I can win is to stop a 5 on these points, but you could also you could send the crew to either of them really, and be an obstacle. So
That little man.
he did. Oh yeah. So the lone Cascade who survived shooting combat, tripped over his shoelaces on the way out of combat because he failed a battle shock test, which we've got.
He screwed himself.
Yeah, he's out. He's out for the count. So yeah,
Into shooting.
into shooting.
Okay, shooting done.
Yeah, not much happened. Battle Tank and the Calidus, I think, only killed 6 breaches, which was a bit sad.
7.
7.
Captain's still alive. Oh, not sure.
Yeah, he's going to charge it.
I didn't check. She's going to kill it in combat.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Maybe. Very, very bad dice turn if she doesn't. It really should, though. You got no invuln?
Yeah.
5. Yeah, I'll take that risk. Yeah, and then basically most of the stuff that matters to me is going to be in the charge phase, hilariously. So from a guard player.
Charges.
Yeah, so this one's I need to do first because I need to get them onto these stealth suits. So these are the 5.
We need a big one.
So they succeed.
Okay.
The other ones. These kind of trying to declare on the Vespid.
Yep.
Because needs to do the same thing. They are in on a 9.
Nice.
And then Calidus into the guy right in front of it. Yeah. 5. The Tech Priest is the last one, and rolling a 5 here means it doesn't matter me rolling it. I'll just roll the 6. Or not. That's triple measure. No, he's actually on a 6, so that's unfortunate. That is, I think, the charges.
Okay,
Yeah.
come back in the fight phase. Okay, combat all done. What happened?
Not a lot. Killed a stealth suit model. I did a wound. The Vespid killed 3 Katachan back after they did nothing.
Katachan? You might be killing shit. You did.
Yeah. Calidus.
Oh, no.
To be fair,
Oh, no.
I did top 4 saves and he rolled 2 5-up pinballs and then 2 feel no pains on 5-ups. So
Wait a minute!
I do not get assassination in the ethereal with this. I mean, I'll keep it until your turn.
Yeah.
Actually, but...
Sorry. He is down to 2.
Oh!
He only gets the phone pain when he's leading the unit.
Oh, he's cheating.
He called him out there. He was like, fuck,
Yeah.
cheated.
No, I just realised that.
Yeah, it's on on camera, so it's like, oh shit, it's on camera. Yeah, so I don't get assassination, but I'll just keep it because it's 5 anyway. Turn it
Okay.
on. And
So, let's go straight into your turn.
yeah,
Yeah. Just
So I've got
because
to
depending on what cards you draw.
it's pretty much game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to draw my cards. Extend.
Very nice.
Establish.
Not bad.
I'm going to CP establish. Or defend.
Yep.
Cool.
I've
So,
got
7 points basically.
sticky.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then you move on to there,
Yeah.
and that wins you the game, I think.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I think so.
without doing anything.
It will just go there.
Yeah.
The only thing that matters for me is getting 5 more points
Yeah.
if you stay in combat or move on.
So it looks like it's a Tower Victory without doing much here.
Yeah.
You just work out the points and we'll come back. Right, so that's your final scores on the screen now. This is a victory for the Tau. So we'll come
Barely.
back just about.
Very hard, but yeah.
So we'll come back with the England chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was
Emotional.
emotional,
Emotional,
a bloodbath,
stressful,
quite complicated.
complicated is the word, I think. Yes. Yeah. Trying to play around a towering model on a map like this, in and of itself, was actually quite difficult.
Yeah.
That, like I said, I got caught and I lost a Dawn and the 27 man because I didn't anticipate touching the corner of that far ruin.
Yeah.
And then drawing line of sight from the guns which are sticking over it.
Yeah.
So that was a screw up on my part, just not playing towering enough.
I mean, you see, it can go down.
But it kind of go, yeah. It's
Actually,
surprisingly
quite easily.
It went down to 2 Lehman Russes in Cassikin, basically, at the end of the day.
And a grenade and
A grenade and a melter
a
mine.
metal one.
And a CP reroll. Yeah, the Dawns. I think this. I shouldn't have actually brought that Dawn on there. I actually maybe should have just put it somewhere safe, so I just had it for the late game instead of letting it get killed still. But
I think if you kept the Dawns hidden behind that L, and then rushed me with the other 2 Lehman Russes, it would have made me have to deal with them.
Yeah, and they would have done some damage.
And then the Dawns would have come out and shot the Tamar.
More reliably killed the Tamar.
Yeah. Earlier in the game as well.
I think I didn't need to send my Caskin out turn 1 as well in the Chimera. It killed the stealth suits. My idea was like to force you to go that way, and it did, but I think you would have had to anyway because you need to order expansion. So.
I mean, it just literally the Tamar literally just was a minute behind that
exactly,
wall, and still couldn't get seen by your return.
I essentially traded the Chimera Cassikin in 2 CP for 3 stealth suits.
Yeah,
it's not great. Not a great start. And then, like I said, in the mid game when I rapid ingressed that reinforced Cassikin unit, I don't think the position necessarily was a mistake. I actually think I diagnosed it entirely correctly because I wanted those Cassikin there to kill the Kroot.
Yeah,
which as it turns out
won me the game.
The Kroot is what won you the game. So I was actually correct in my line of thinking. It was just unfortunate that you killed 10 Cassikin with indirect fire and their stealth suits.
I rolled super hot. On that indirect.
Yeah. So I'm actually quite happy. I realised the problem was the Kroot. So I was correct in that, but it was just positioning and
I'm very happy I don't do what I normally do with them and
send
them out, stick in the middle.
Yeah.
Whereas I've actually played strategically with them because I knew I couldn't win the trade game.
And like I said, not letting me tag them, I 100% would have sent a Torox just to
touch
time up, and then boom, that's me stopping you getting a 15.
Yeah.
Which is what I was trying to do.
Yeah, because I mean, I have one big heavy out.
Yeah, once
unit.
Like you said, like maybe the actual play for me was as soon as it exposed itself, actually full send it, and I'd have had like 2 or 3 turns where I didn't lose that many units because it's what was popping things.
Yeah, because you were just sticking a few things out and I was just picking it up.
Yeah.
Whereas if you gave me threat overload,
I bled resources.
Yes.
Slowly, which is like the normal game plan for guard here, but I just don't think it works into Tau. A lot of the time, you just want to threat overload.
Not into a Tower.
Not into a Tower.
No.
So no, I made a couple mistakes throughout. I don't think any were especially back-breaking, other than, like I said, not getting the Tower a bit correct. But I think like the plan on the game, I should have just like full sent.
I think the dice abandoned you a bit.
They did a bit.
Turn 1 and 2, your cards abandoned you.
Yes.
My cards were probably steady throughout the whole game.
Yes, whereas mine were like that.
Yeah, and then you're running out of resources near the end.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, you know.
Which was it compounds the problem of going first, because if you're going first and you're already behind on secondaries, like that's a real rough place to be. It means I was behind. I was trying to catch up when you were inevitably getting a 15 at the end, and I was trying to stop that. But yeah, and then again at the end, the Exterminator needing a 3 on the advance and just not getting it just with a CP reroll. Flipped the entire turn a little bit because
I don't think it would have changed much.
No, it would have.
I would have just took the breaches onto that objective, as well as the far side marksmen, so I still would have held that one.
It would have meant that the brawl was more a contest with these 2 in the middle, which unfortunately it just didn't happen. So yeah, that was a bit. That's dice, but you can always blame dice. But there were mistakes at the end, like throughout the game, that meant I was relying on those dice rolls anyway. Like I said, losing the Dawns to just nothing.
The abandoned dice rolls.
Yeah, the town again. Small things like that 3d6 not doing a combined 10 damage or whatever it was to the town arm meant I then had to activate the Cassikin, who could instead have killed the stealth team. The stealth team is what killed the Taurox and got you over. Like, it's just a few things just add up.
Just snowballed.
Yeah, so it was
a good game,
but absolutely cracking game. I enjoyed
one
of the closest. Like I said, as we got into turn 4, we thought actually there was a chance I could win it.
Yeah, 100%.
It was not bad. Once the town arm was dead, there was a bit of a clearer run, but it was a.
If I did move those crew into a position where you couldn't charge with anything,
I couldn't interact with them.
Gave me that. Yeah. Saved me that unit to run onto the middle and score me those 15 at the end.
Yeah, exactly. So no, I'm absolutely excited with it. Like I said, emotional.
It's emotional damage.
I was annoyed at myself that I let my Dawn die. And the 27 man. Losing my 27 man was quite crucial.
I wasn't expecting picking that up in one.
Yeah, that was
Dawn.
Honestly, I found that with the 27 Cadians, I've been experimenting a few games with them. I find most things in the game actually can just one tap it.
Yeah.
Town Hall's a bit of an exception because it's such a thing, but you send like 10 assault intercessors into something that'll kill it. It's not that durable.
Yeah, I wasn't even picking up the Dawn. The second Dawn. Just 2 guns from his top.
The second Dawn just fell over.
Failed off 5.
It was six out of I think 8 saves you handed me. 4-ups.
Failed 6 4-ups, 3 damage each. Just
no chance of living with a CPU roll on that as well.
Yes.
No chance of surviving, unfortunately. But yeah, so if I needed the Dawns in the game and I needed that reinforced Cascan unit to kill those crew, and that would have been a bit more decisive.
Maybe the play was like, I don't think there was anything here. So. Oh no,
no,
they had to come off on the board edge, right?
It was because they had to come board edge, and I needed to be where I could draw line of sight with a 9-inch move to the crew, which forced me exactly where they were. Yeah. It was as far back as I could go. Like I said, while also not getting direct fired by the town hall.
Yes.
So again, I think it was sort of the right player, just a little bit unfortunately, they just kind of died without ever actually doing much. And then actually, worst of all, it gave you a Vespid charge in here as well.
Yeah.
So, hey. You live and you learn.
Yeah.
But yeah, great game, mate. Give a handshake.
Thank you, buddy. Move on there.
And that's it.
Cheers and gone. Jinx Padlock.
Sink.